Hello, wonderful viewers. Thanks for joining me today. We have things flying out already. Okay, it's the Mueller investigation, the Mueller investigation with the King of Swords. The King of Swords, always Mueller. And that is what's on my mind. Thank you, universe, for picking up on that. I'm asking universe, I'm asking spirit today about Felix Sater. I want to know about him. Oh my gosh, this man is a riddle within a riddle. He is something else. He's has some history. He was very open with that in his interviews yesterday. Criminal history. He was in a bar fight once. He said the other guy, picked up a beer bottle. He picked up a margarita glass, and he ended up doing some damage to this other guy and went to jail for it. And he's had some shadiness. I mean, some. Then he got involved in hedge fund or fake stocks. I don't know exactly how to explain them, but then he got in legal trouble for that. But by then, it seems like since he had been useful in espionage to the U.S. government, who had approached him to gather information when he was meeting with Russian and other businessmen abroad, gather information that would be helpful to the U.S., and he did indeed do that on a number of occasions. So he was given a lot of leniency with his uh, dealings on Wall Street that were not on the up and up. So what an interesting story. He casts himself as a patriot because for many years he was gathering intel and sharing it with the FBI. He also kept doing his business, though, real estate. He was helpful in trying to get licensing for Trump Tower Moscow. He was excited. He wanted to be a part of that project in 2015. And I think it went into 2016 even. And it never went through. But he wanted his name associated with that. He seems to deny a lot of information about Trump, but he's the guy who sent the email that's to Cohen saying, "My boy, I'll get in touch with Putin's men and get him on board with our boy becoming president," something like that. So it's just, and he really downplayed that in interviews, which in a way that doesn't seem quite right to me. I mean, it just doesn't seem accurate. I mean, that's quite an email, right? And he just really downplayed that, the importance of that email, and said, "I don't know Putin." Yeah, right? But then again, he cooperated with the House Intel Committee, the Senate Intel Committee, and he makes it clear that, he has been providing information to the FBI up until even recently about the election hacking. The computer hacking of the DNC, when he would hear something about that, he'd pass it along. So, in other words, this is a man who's good at keeping secrets. He's got a lot of secrets. The FBI knows a lot of his secrets. He would absolutely be cooperating with them because he has been. So, and in fact, Mueller probably knows a lot about this man because he has worked with the FBI for many years, on and off. Maybe more on than off. So, this man, Felix Sater, who is he? What's going on? Past, present, future. Okay, that was a long intro. Sorry, guys, but I am trying to wrap my head around this. This is a man full of secrets. This is a man who would be really good at conveying the impression he wants to convey. So he would be a tough one to read in an interview in the past. All right, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Not happy with what he's being offered. He was sad about the Trump Tower deal not happening. He was trying to gain financing through Russian Kremlin-affiliated bank in Russia for the Trump Tower deal. Just a lot of interesting stuff. 10 of Cups in the present, 10 of Pentacles in the present. There's some completion going on in the present. and Six of Cups in the present. His present looks pretty rosy so far. He did seem to have some relief in being able to set some records straight. He feels that, letting people know he's a patriot. He's not a sleazeball, which I think he might be a bit of both in a way. He's tended toward the shady in the past, but I don't know. Maybe he is entirely reformed in that. I don't know. There's so much. What do we know? This is why we're doing past, present, future for Felix Sater. All right. Yeah. All right. In the past, there's been celebrating. I'm thinking, a lot of his relationships, business relationships and otherwise, relationships that have gathered money and information, have taken part, I think, in a social, mixing business and pleasure kind of way. It seems to me he's the guy who's a lot of guys' friend, but he may have been gathering intel during some of those, and certainly always pursuing profit and success in the business world for himself. So, that's just his venue. Let me clarify this. I think it's this one. All right. Kind of listening to spirit. We have a difficult emotional passage. Okay, so we had celebration and like celebrating with friends, right? And a difficult emotional passage by this. He is definitely destroying relationships, or having to let relationships go, coming out like this. He's not going to be doing that kind of information gathering anymore. So it's been difficult to think about that for him. He has drinking issues, and he's had difficulty with that in the past, but maybe it's both. I don't know. It's maybe not an either or, but a both and. I don't know. He didn't look that unhealthy to me. Four of Cups. There's something, and respite, and Four of Swords. Isn't that interesting to see the two fours there? So in the past, sort of, I get this feeling like it's a decision time. No, I'm not happy with the way things are going. I'm not happy with what's being offered to me. I'm not happy. He was not so happy with the whole espionage thing. He's lost his taste for that. He doesn't want to put himself in jeopardy. Obviously, there's a part of him who's always enjoyed the risk to some extent, because that's where he's found himself, in the middle of risky situations. I think he's growing out of that. I don't think he's lost his appetite for it, I think. Okay, and the devil's there. And the devil can be obsessive, it can be addiction, it can be obsessive worry, it can be obsessive about a person. Yeah, there's our Wheel of Fortune again, guys. So in the past, he hit a juncture that was fateful for him, that he's bedeviled. There's something that he has been involved in for many years that has not been good for him, and not been good in general. And maybe it was bedeviling. Maybe maybe that's what I'm seeing. If he was involved in espionage kinds of things and giving information to the FBI, I can't imagine a person can rest if they're doing that work. He had a taste for the risk. So this is not an entirely healthy person, right? He had a taste for risk from a young man on. And so he felt like he could do this now. Obviously very clever, and likable, and good at conveying the impression he wants to convey. So I get that he had a taste for that, and he's lost his taste for it. He has lost, there we go, Four of Cups. He's just lost his taste for the risk. He wants security at this point now. That's what he wants. And that's why he is in respite in the past. He's decided to take a break from this sort of fight for truth and intellect and plans, this sort of figuring things out and offering that intel. Oh my gosh, swords are intelligence, offering that intel. Let's take a break from that. because it was bedeviling him. It was worrying him. It was obsessive. You can't be. I would assume the way he was describing his life, and there were many things he did not share, but the way he was describing his life, I would think you're either all in or you're all out, you know? Like the step he has taken here in the past, this fateful step, is definitely closing a lot of doors for him. His life's going to be very different. Okay. Boy, that's really, whoo. All right. That fate card, wow. That Wheel of Fortune card. It just gives me shivers. Okay, the Ten of Cups. So right now he's got some completion. He is more emotionally fulfilled. He's got that Ten of Cups. He's like, ah, oh. You know, I mean, he's not like relaxed completely or anything. He's got to go on these shows. But you know what? I feel like he has a new sense of safety because here's this Ten of Pentacles also. And that's security. I mean, that's intergenerational security. He feels like he has enough money. And he's going to be able to count on it. You know what I mean? Sort of like pass it down to his kids if he has any. Six of Cups, that's a nice cheerful card. Things are going, he's relieved right now. I'm going to clarify this Ten of Cups. Yep, Queen of Pentacles, security, stability. Yes, I don't know if there's a woman in his life and he wants some security for that relationship. I didn't read about that. So we'll see. But he has this, and I don't know if he has children, but he does feel like, yes, I've got some financial security to pass on. That, okay, Eight of Cups. But he's leaving in search of something else. He has security. I feel like it's time. He's leaving this high risk kind of lifestyle for something more emotionally fulfilling. He's got the money now. He's not worried about the money. He's got enough. Now he's going because he just needs to be happier. He needs to, yeah, I think that's it. The Six of Cups. And again, does he have children, guys? Please put in the comments below if he does have a wife or kids. I don't know. But if he does, they certainly figure in here. And Six of Pentacles. He wants to be able to give. Or, the Six of Cups is just a cheerful card. You know, it's the Five of Cups. It's after the Five of Cups, right? Where all six cups are now upright and filled with flowers, right? It's a cheerful card. And this is the card of receiving money. So I think money is still important to him. He's been receiving some money, and he feels good about that. He also seems to think he can keep it with this Ten of Coins. Ten of Pentacles. All right. Let's see. In the future, he does enjoy his luxuries. And I'm wondering if there is a woman in his life, because here's the Queen of Pentacles, here's the Nine of Pentacles. He does enjoy his luxuries, but he still has the Four of Cups. And there, the Four of Cups showed up in the past. Is this just a tendency for him? I feel like this is sort of a tendency for him, that this restlessness, this, it's a tendency for him. He's not quite satisfied. He's not quite satisfied with, sort of trying to live a straight life on the up and up with security. Security's become more important to him, but he's not quite satisfied with it. There is something in him that wants the risk. And so he does. Does he go back? Well, I think this is about the investigation. This is about the investigation, and I think he certainly will turn over whatever evidence he's got, because that's been his pattern. And he's gotten himself out of all kinds of trouble that way. And I don't know if he's in trouble right now or not. I don't know. But yeah, he's going to be truthful. Universe is offering him the opportunity to share his truths, his intellect, his knowledge, his intel, right? He charges forward with it. Yeah, so he is instrumental in this. I know he's talked to the House committees. He would not confirm that he's talked to Mueller. However, he would not deny it either. So it looks like he has. There's a new possibility for him in the future here. Oh, and two came out. When two come out like that, I'll just use them both. Strength and Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So, yeah, he's looking like he lands on his feet. And he continues to make money. I feel like this is him continuing to make, There's still dissatisfaction in him, though. This is him having a rich harvest, but weary of it, kind of blasé about it, right? And this is the Nine of Pentacles, but you know what? That it's not completely fulfilling to him. So that's, I feel like that's just as with his personality. The Strength card here, he likes to feel like a strong man. He likes the thrill of the new venture. And if there's some danger involved, he really there's a part of him that craves that. So that's not going away, even though it's been bedeviling him for a long time, and he sort of felt like, ugh, I can't take that, that I'm done. I'm ready to be done with that. And he's wanting to walk away in search of greater emotional fulfillment. Neither is he going to be able to do the straight, conventional guy kind of businessman thing and be satisfied with it, no matter if he has a great relationship with a woman or not. It's not going to be enough. Testifying and helping the FBI with the Mueller investigation, he gets some satisfaction out of that, because he is sort of a Knight of Swords kind of guy. He likes to charge forward. He likes the thrill of battle in some ways. Right. So it looks to me like this Felix Sater is an interesting guy. But he likes walking that line. So is he in trouble? I don't know, because he does like walking that line. But yet he wants stability. He wants security. Those two things are at war within him. Oh, interesting. Interesting man. I don't see any severe consequences. There's a rumor, like it was, that he said once to somebody that he thinks he's going to jail, and Trump is too. Now, I don't know. It was sort of like reported by somebody who'd heard of it secondhand. I don't know if that's true or not. In any case, his future cards don't indicate that. They indicate strength. So even if he's done shady things, it will be forgiven. Okay, well, that's Felix Sater. We will learn more about this guy as time goes on, that's for sure. Thank you.